let us start Surds and indices of session 2, because whatever we have discussed in the morning session, we have discussed some easy level questions. We will slowly scale up the level of difficulty in my particular class which I am taking right now. Right now, listen to this carefully, sir. I will start with the first session or the first question of this session 2. Listen to this carefully. Your first question is a very easy question. Once again, I will start with easy question. Slowly I will scale up the level. Suppose your question is, if a root 2 plus b root 3 is equal to root of 98 plus root of 108 plus root of 48, sorry, minus root of 48, right, minus root of 48, root of 98 plus root of 108 minus root of 48, it is minus root of 48, and then the last term is minus root of 72, right, minus root of 72. Then your question is, find the values of a and b, right, find the values of a and b. Now listen to this carefully, sir. You need to find the values of a and b given the question says that, or the condition given is a root 2 plus b root 3 is nothing but something which is given on the right hand side of the screen, right. Listen carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully, sir. Same logic what I implemented in the morning class. Morning we discussed varieties of questions similar to this. Suppose I want to find a root 98. Root 98, because it is a square root, inside the square root, try to express it as a perfect square so that it will be cancelling and then you will get a whole number along with a third. So 98 is 49 into 2. 2 is not a perfect square, that is okay. I will keep that root 2 as it is. But root 49 is a perfect square. At least I made it one term come outside and write it as a whole number. So root 98 is 7 root 2. Similarly, root of 108. Root of 108 can be written as 108 is 36 into 3. Root 36 is 6. Root 3 is like that only I will write. Similarly, root 48. Root 48 is nothing but I can write it as 16 into 3. So this is 16 square root is 4. It is 4 root 3. And the last term is root 72. Root 72 can be written as root of 36 into 2. Root 36 is 6. It is 6 root 2. What is that they are asking you in the question? They are asking you find the value of a and b, right? Find the value of a and b. Can I say it like this? Root 98 is 7 root 2. Root 48 is 4. Which one? Root 72 is 6 root 2. 7 root 2 is this term. 6 root 2 is this term with a negative sign. 7 root 2 minus 6 root 2 is, it is 1 root 2, right, it is 1 root 2. Similarly, root of 108, let me use a different color. Root of 108 is 6 root 3. Root of 48 is 4 root 3 with a negative sign. So it is 6 root 3 minus 4 root 3. It is nothing but how much? It is 2 root 3. So it is plus 2 root 3. Compare with the equation or whatever which is given in the left hand side. It is a root 2. Right hand side is 1 root 2. In place of a you have 1. Similarly, this is b root 2. Right hand side is b root 3. Right hand side is 2 root 3. In place of b you have 2. Answer for this question is a value is 1, b value is 2. Very easy question to start with. Slowly let me scale up the level of difficulty, sir. Let me scale up the level of difficulty very slowly. Prashant, is the screen not visible, sir? I think the screen should be very clear, right? Screen should be very clear, sir. Check it out from your end. Kindly refresh the page or kindly kill the app and relaunch the app if you are using mobile app to watch this particular video as of now. Just by normal comparison with whatever is given on the left hand side, easily you will end up getting the answer. I am still into a very basic question, and I started with rationalizing the denominator concept in today's class. When I took the class morning, I ended in fact with rationalizing the denominator concept. We will come back to that varieties of questions very soon. Idea clear? Next question. Listen carefully, sir. Do not write anything. First listen carefully. second question of today's afternoon session. See here, this is the second question. Very good question once again. Kindly do not write anything, first listen carefully, sir. Second question, very good question. Your question is, let cube root of a is equal to, let cube root of a is equal to cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63. Cube root of a is equal to cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63. Then what are the possible values out of the given option is the question, right? Then which is the possible correct answer is the question. Then first option is a is less than 729 but a is also greater than 216. This is my first option. Second option is a is less than 729 only. A is only less than 729. That is the only condition which will satisfy for a. Third option is a is less than 216. Fourth option is a is greater than 729, and the last option is a is equal to 729. Very good question. Please put a star mark for this question, sir. Please put a star mark for this question. Now listen carefully, do not write anything. First listen to how I will solve this question, so that you will understand how you can solve it when it comes in an examination hall. Now listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully. Can I say that the condition given in the question is cube root of a is equal to cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63, right? This is the condition which is given in the question. Now listen carefully, sir. This is exactly whatever is written on the right hand side. Can I say that cube root of 26, it is less than cube root of 27, right? Cube root of 26 is less than cube root of 27. Cube root of 7, it is also less than cube root of 8. Cube root of 63 is also less than cube root of 64. That means, can I say that cube root of 27 is nothing but 3. Cube root of 8 is nothing but 2. Cube root of 64 is nothing but 4. Its total value is 9. Can I say that this particular value on the left hand side, which is nothing but cube root of a, this cube root of a is less than which value? It is less than, definitely less than 9. Cube root of a is definitely less than 9. If I cube it, so a will be less than 9 cube. If a is less than 9 cube is nothing but 729. That means a is definitely less than 729, right? A is definitely less than 729. If you see the answer options, first option is correct, second option is also correct, but in the second option they are saying a is less than 729 only. That means that is the only condition for a, and in the first option the other condition for a is greater than 216. Now let us check it out whether a is greater than 216 or not greater than 216. If I find this condition, then I can easily mark either option A or option B. Anyway, the last three options are eliminated, right? Now see here, how to check whether a is greater than 216 or less than 216. Again I will implement the same condition. Cube root of a is given as cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63, right? Cube root of 63, and it is given in the first option that it is given as greater than sign. Can I say that cube root of 26, what is the perfect cube before 26? It is 8. It is greater than cube root of 8. Cube root of 26 is definitely greater than cube root of 8, plus the perfect cube before 7 is 1. Cube root of 7 is definitely greater than cube root of 1, and similarly cube root of 63 is again definitely greater than cube root of 27. Can I say that cube root of 8 is 2, cube root of 1 is 1, cube root of 27 is 3, it is 6. That means cube root of a is definitely greater than which value? greater than 6. So A will be greater than 6 cube 216. That means, can I say that A is less than 729 is also true. A is greater than 216 is also true. That means my answer is answer option A. It is not answer option B. Idea should be very clear for my students, sir. This is how you should be very smart in saving your time in solving these kind of questions. Whenever the question is asking in terms of ranges, greater than or less than or whatever it is. I hope the idea is clear. A should be greater than 216. A is also less than 729. That means that the one which is satisfying both these criteria is nothing but it is option A. Option A is the option which is satisfying both of these criteria. I hope everyone is clear before we move on to the next question. Next, third question of today's class. Third question of today's class. Now see here, sir. Suppose for example, again a very easy question. Suppose for example your question is by how much 7 is or by I can write like this. By how much does 7 exceed 2? Right? By how much does 7 exceed 2? Now, if I write this kind of question, what is the meaning of this? 7 is greater than 2 by how many units? That is what they are saying in number system. 7 is greater than 2 by how many units? 7 is greater than 2 by actually how many units? 5 units. How will you get it 5? That 5 is nothing but 7 minus 2. Right? That 5 is nothing but 7 minus 2. This should be the answer. Same thing if it is given in terms of Surds. Same thing if it is given in terms of surds. For example, by how much? Your question is by how much does root 18, so root 12 plus root 18 exceed? By how much does root 12 plus root 18 exceed root 3 plus root 2? Right? By how much does root 12 plus root 18 exceed root 3 plus root 2? Same ideology or same analogy I will implement once again. Can I say that this 7 is nothing but root 12 plus root 18? Substitute. You need not substitute. I am just teaching you in this method. Root 12 plus root 18 minus this root 3 plus root 2 is nothing but this 2 in my example. So substitute. Root 3 plus root 2 is what I need to write here, and then simplify it. Root 12 is nothing but 4 into 3. It is 2 root 3. This is 9 into 2. It is 3 root 2. And this is minus root 3. This is minus root 2. 2 root 3 minus root 3 is root 3. 3 root 2 minus root 2 is plus 2 root 2. Answer for this question is the first term is exceeding the second term by root 3 plus 2 root 2 units. First term, it is exceeding the second term by root 3 plus 2 root 2 units. I hope the idea is very clear, sir. Slowly I will scale up the level of difficulty. Just keep on listening to the class. I hope the idea is clear. Multiple varieties of problem ranging from level 0 to level 1 to level 2 to level 3 we will discuss in our Surds and indices class, which is going to happen for the next few classes also. Again I am repeating, sir, this is again not the end of Surds and indices class. Again do not ask me that, sir, this is the end of Surds and indices, can you explain once again or whatever it is, right? Or can you cover all the models? We have multiple classes to be taken. Just have patience is my only request. Next, now today morning for all the people who attended the class, I started with a topic called as rationalizing the denominator concept. Suppose I have 1 by root 3 plus root 2. 1 by root 3 plus root 2 is what I have. I have surd in the denominator, but I do not like the surd to be in the denominator. I want surd to be in the numerator, and in denominator I want it to be a whole number. I really do not like surd to be in the denominator. So for that matter, I told you that if it is a plus b, if it is a plus b, the other term should be a minus b, so that it becomes a square minus b square, and square means that square root will get cancelled. Here also square means square root will get cancelled, and you might end up not having a third in the denominator. I have root 3 plus root 2, that means I have a plus b in the denominator. I want a minus b to be in the denominator, so multiply by root 3 minus root 2, multiply by root 3 minus root 2 in the denominator. 1 into root 3 minus root 2 is root 3 minus root 2 divided by a plus b into a minus b is a square. It is 3 root 3 whole square is 3 minus b square root 2 whole square is 2. So your final answer for this question is root 3 minus root 2. Now this is the normal way of doing it, but I told you in the morning session that, if you remember, I told you in the morning session that do not write all these intermediate steps in the examination and kill your time. That is really not required to be written unless and until you get so much of confusions. You need not write it. Try to avoid all these intermediate steps. Try to avoid writing it as 3 minus 2 and then in the next step as 1. Try to directly write the answer or directly get the answer. Probably if you take 4 to 5 steps here, try to get the answer only in 2 steps, which will save your time to a larger extent. That means I told you that if the coefficient of this third is 1, if the coefficient of this third is also 1, that means your denominator will become this minus this. 3 minus 2, it will become 1, right? It will become 3 minus 2, 1. Numerator will be this particular whatever constant is there, multiply by the rationalized term. So it is root 3 minus root 2, right? Suppose for example, I have 1 by root 5 minus root 3, right? If I normally do it, it is root 5 plus root 3 divided by root 5 plus root 3. So this is the normal way of doing. Numerator is root 5 plus root 3. Denominator is a minus b into a plus b, a square. Root 5 whole square is 5. Root 3 whole square is 3. So your answer is root 5 plus root 3 divided by 2. You need not do all these things and waste your time. The coefficient of root 5 is 1. It is 1 root 5. It is 1 root 3. Subtract these two, put it in the denominator without a third. It is 5 minus 3 is 2. Whatever you have here, put it in the numerator with an opposite sign. And then multiply that coefficient whichever is present in the numerator. That should be the answer. Straightforward, within one step you can get the answer, which we used in multiple problems in our today's class. I believe that this methodology is clear, sir. I hope that this methodology is clear. So I am moving on to the next varieties of problem using this methodology, because some of the students said that they did not attend this particular topic morning. I just repeated for two examples so that it should be very clear for my students. In fact, I solved 4 to 5 questions using rationalizing. Now we will solve multiple questions using rationalizing factors. I hope the idea is clear. Next, we will move on to the next question. Now kindly comment on the audio, sir. Now is it audible? Kindly check it out. Kindly check and update me if the audio is clear right now. Are you facing any issues with the audio right now? I believe that the audio should be clear right now, sir. Is the audio clear? I believe that this problem is also clear, sir. This problem also should be clear. Anyway, I will take multiple problems of this variety, so you need not worry about that fact. Sharan Satya, no worries. You will understand it in my next problem. Similar kind of question I will take it. No worries if you are not clear with this particular question. Now see here. Another question of similar model. Suppose your question is 1 by root 3 plus 1 plus 1 by root 5 plus root 3 plus 1 by root 7 plus root 5 plus 1 by root 9 plus root 7, and it keeps continuing until you get the last term as 1 by root 49 plus root 47. This value we need to find. We need to find this particular value. Now everyone listen carefully, sir. I already told you in my 5 minutes before, I think I said this statement that coefficient of root 3 is 1. Coefficient of root 1 is also 1. Here also it is 1 root 5, 1 root 3. Here also it is 1 root 7, 1 root 5. That means if the coefficients of all these things are 1, directly your denominator will be 3 minus 1 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2, 9 minus 7 is 2, 49 minus 47 is also 2. That 2 will come in the denominator. So please take it out, that 1 by 2 outside. Take out that 1 by 2 outside. Now denominator is already written. Numerator part, if it is root 3 plus 1, numerator will be root 3 minus 1 multiplied with whatever is there in the numerator. Already 1 is there in the numerator. So 1 into anything is that same thing. So numerator in the first case is root 3 minus 1. In the second case is root 5 minus root 3. In the third case is root 7 minus root 5. In the fourth case is root 9 minus root 7. Similarly, in the last case is it is root 49 minus root 47. Can I say that this root 3 minus root 3 cancels, root 3 minus root 3 cancels, root 5 minus root 5 cancels, root 7 minus root 7 cancels, root 9 minus root 9 cancels. Similarly, root 47 minus root 47 cancels. You will only be left with two terms. Those two terms are nothing but it is minus 1 plus root 49. Root 49 is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. Beautiful way of problem solving. Answer is 3. Answer for this question is 3. Exactly the same methodology I implemented in my previous question. Girish Yadav, you can call me after the class is over, sir. This is my number 7795 734445. Now the concentration is on class. You can call me after the class. Same question, same analysis we have discussed in our previous question also. People who could not hear the previous question properly, I think it should be very, very clear right now how the previous question we have solved. Idea should be clear. Next question. Next question. Listen carefully, sir. I am drafting the next question. This is the beauty of learning the concept and shortcuts. Listen carefully. How beautifully you can solve this question, sir. See this question. Your question is, if 1 divided by root a plus root of a plus 1 plus, all are slightly higher level questions I am discussing now, 1 by root a plus 1 plus root a plus 2 plus 1 by root a plus 2 plus root a plus 3, and the last term is 1 by root of a plus 63 plus root of, sorry, denominator only it is plus, right? 1 by root of a plus 63 plus root of a plus 64. This entire value, whatever I started from here and ended here, this entire value is given as 4. Your question is, if this is the condition, then which of the following is the possible value for a, right? What is a value is the question. Which of the following is the possible value of a? I am little sorry, sir. I am having little cough, so sometimes in between I might cough. Kindly apologize for it. So options are A, first option is 16, second option is 64, third option is 256, fourth option is 196. So these are the 4 possible values. Sorry, yeah, fourth option is 196. Another option also it is mentioned here, it is 36. These are the 5 possible values. One of them will satisfy the above equation. Which will satisfy with the question? Now listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully. Same logic, can I use it once again? Definitely yes. Can I say it is 1 root a, 1 root a plus 1, 1 root a plus 1, 1 root a plus 2. That means denominator will be subtraction of these two, a plus 1 and a. What is the difference? The difference of a plus 1 and a is, it is nothing but 1, right? So denominator will be 1. So can I say that numerator will be whatever sign you have here, interchange it. But students might make a mistake here. See here, sir, 1 by root a plus 1 is what I have. So if I multiply with root a minus root a plus 1, it is not the valid multiplication. Why? Because a plus 1 is greater than a. So consider this particular term as 1 by root a plus 1 plus root a, both are same. Now you can multiply with root a plus 1 minus root a and divide with root a plus 1 minus root a. That means now only when I subtract a plus 1 minus a, I will get the denominator as 1. I believe that the idea whatever I am teaching should be very clear, right? Now suppose, let me remove it off so that I can use the same screen to solve this question. Now see here, can I write this each and every term as, it is nothing but first term is root of a plus 1 minus root a, second term is root of a plus 2 minus root of a plus 1. I hope the idea is clear. So it is plus root of a plus 2 minus root of a plus 1. Third term is root of a plus 3 minus root of a plus 2. Similarly, the last term is root of a plus 64 minus root of a plus 63. Right? Now, this entire value is given as 4 in the question. If I simplify further, this will cancel. Which all will cancel? Root of a plus 1, root of a plus 1. So, this will cancel. Root a plus 3 will cancel. Root a plus 63 minus root a plus 63 will cancel. You will be left with only two terms. One is this particular term, root of a plus 64 minus root a is left out. Right hand side 4 is left out. Now, which is the possible value of a is the question. Now, listen carefully, sir. Which value when I substitute out of these given options, I will get 4 as the right hand side. Simple analysis. If I put 36, root of a plus 36, a plus 64, 36 plus 64 is 100, root of 100 is 10, minus root of a value is 36, it is root 36 is 6. Is 10 minus 6 is equal to 4? Definitely 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. Therefore, that should be my right answer. None of the other values will satisfy, only that value will satisfy. That should be the answer. Simple, right, sir? This technique is very important. 1 by root of a plus root of b, if it is there, directly you can write it as root of a by minus root of b, denominator is a minus b. Directly you can write this. This idea should be very clear. If the coefficients of these surds are 1 in this case, if it is not 1, solve it. Simple. Daya Shankar, video for algebra is huge, sir. We have already done it. Beautiful questions, beautiful concepts are already taken by Anil sir in videos for algebra. There is a beautiful topic which we have taken for 2.5 hours also called as Think Without Ink for Algebra. And there are multiple algebra sessions which are already conducted by Anil Nair sir. I hope the idea should be very clear, sir. Kindly comment in the live chat if whatever we have discussed till now, if it is clear. Excuse me. Idea should be clear, sir, for everyone. Next question. Again a very good question. Your question is simplify 7 root 3 divided by root 10 plus root 3. These are the kind of questions which came in the examination. We are writing those kind of questions itself. 2 root 5 divided by root 6 plus root 5 minus 3 root 2 divided by root 15, root 15 plus 3 root 2, right? Root 15 plus 3 root 2. Now see here, sir, don't take too much of time in simplifying these things. This will take very lesser time if you have understood the concept. Can I say that the coefficient everywhere for this is 1 except in this case? Okay, this last term we will look into it very clearly, except that first term and the second term coefficient of the third is 1 in the denominator. So my denominator will be 10 minus 3, 7. That 7 will cancel with the numerator 7. You are left with root 3 in the numerator multiplied with rationalized term in the negative in the between. So I think this is very clear. Similarly, second term, can I say that second term I can say it is 6 minus 5, it is 1. So denominator is 1. So remaining is the numerator, already we have 2 root 5 and rationalized term is root 6 minus root 5. Now see the last term. Try to be little careful because the coefficient is not 1. So use the normal method. Can I say that minus 3 root 2, I will write it as it is. Root 15 minus 3 root 2 I will multiply with, what is the denominator? A plus b into a minus b. Root 15 whole square is 15. 3 root 2 whole square, 3 square is 9, root 2 whole square is 2, 9 into 2 is 18, 15 minus 18 is minus 3, denominator in the third term is minus 3. Simplified, sir. Where is the difficulty in this question? Root 3 into root 10, root 30, root 3 into root 3, it is 3, 2 into root 5 into root 6, it is 2 root 30, next minus into minus is plus, 2 into root 5 into root 5, 2 into 5 is 10, plus, now minus 3 will cancel with minus 3. So this entire thing will become plus right now. Plus root 2 into root 15, it is plus root 30, plus root 2 into 3 into 2, it is minus 6. What are the things which are left out, sir? Only thing which is left out is root 30, root 30, the 2 root 30 cancelled with minus 2 root 30. 6 minus 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Answer is 1 for this question. Answer for this question is 1. Very beautifully you can solve this question. In fact, I am not even multiplying. I am not even writing everything. Directly I am trying to get this answer in this particular rationalized format. And that is itself what you need to learn. That itself is something which is very important, sir. Kindly comment in the live chat. Kindly comment in the live chat if it is clear till here before we move on to our next questions. Kindly comment in the live chat, sir. We have already solved multiple varieties of questions. Let us move on to the next question. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Let us move on to the next question. Do not write anything. First listen to this carefully. Okay. Now, can my students write the answer for this question fast? And I believe that my students can do it. 2 divided by root 5 plus root 3 minus 1 divided by root 2 minus root 3 plus 3 divided by root 5 plus root 2. Answer, sir. 30 seconds is a little huge, but I am still giving you 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the time what I am allotting to you to get the answer for this question. Very easy question if you have understood the previous questions which I have discussed till now. Very fast you can solve the question. with practice whatever we have solved till now. Kindly tell me the answer for this question, sir. 15 more seconds left. Pramod says it is 0. Pramod says 0 and he cancelled it. He realized that it is not 0. 10 seconds, sir. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Kindly answer me, sir. I am waiting for your replies. It is not that I keep solving the questions. It is something that I want you to solve the questions. What should be the answer? Very easy question, sir. I don't know why are you people not answering this question. Now see here. Very easy question. Same logic. Same logic. Prashant says 2 root 5. Kartika says 2 root 5. But Pragati says 0. See here. Mayank says it is 2 into root of 5 minus root 2. Now see here, sir. Very easy question. Root 5, root 3. Coefficients are 1, 1. Right? So same logic. 5 minus 3 is 2. Denominator is 2. Right? That means the denominator is 2. This 2 will cancel with the numerator 2. That means denominator nothing is there. Or in other words, denominator is 1, which I need not write it. So only thing which will be left in the numerator in this case is rationalized term of root 5 plus root 3, which is root 5 minus root 3. Similarly, keep this minus. Can I say that 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So that minus 1 should come in the denominator. If I put minus 1 in the denominator, minus of minus, it will become plus. Numerator will be root 2 plus root 3. And the last thing is 5 minus 2 is 3. That 3 will cancel with numerator 3. And you will be left only with the rationalized term in the middle. Root 5 minus root 2. Over answer. Where is the difficulty, sir? This is the beauty of learning the concept. Root 3 minus root 3 cancels. Root 2 minus root 2 cancels. Root 5 plus root 5 is 2 root 5. Answer for this question is 2 root 5. Very easy. Within seconds. In fact, if you give me this question and if I give you this question after some time after your practice, you will not even write this step. You will eliminate writing the step also within 5 seconds or maximum 7 seconds. I think you will be able to tell the answer as 2 root 5. That will come by practice. Believe me, that will definitely come by practice. How are you getting it as 0, Sharan Satya? How it is Vinay Kumar 5? Pramod, how it is 3, sir? I hope the idea should be very clear for you guys. It is 2 root 5. That should be the correct answer. Correct answer for this question is 2 root 5. I hope the idea is clear. Answer for this question is 2 root 5. Now listen carefully, sir. Whatever we are doing right now is a very important topic. In fact, important discussion. Next type of questions. Listen carefully, do not write anything. First listen. 3 to 4 problems if you understand, you will solve any question in Surds and indices which applies this particular model. Now listen carefully, sir. Yesterday also, in fact today morning also when I took the class, I told you this concept. I want to eliminate this square root. If I want to eliminate square root, I should have square. That means a plus b whole square will be of a tremendous useful for me. It will be a plus b whole square is a tremendous useful for me. That means a plus b whole square will give me square root of a plus b whole square will give me a plus b. So a plus b whole square, I am sure everyone knows. A square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, if I have a question on cube root, for example, then I should have cube term, so that cube root and cube will cancel out. You will get a whole number and you will not have any particular surd in that particular case. So a plus b whole cube, it is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b, right? Plus 3ab into a plus b. I am sure that you know all these very important identities in algebra. And the very important thing, especially in square root, very important thing is a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, which stands for a square plus or minus 2ab plus b square, right? Now see here, our question is basically on, our question will be basically in this type, whatever we are solving will be on finding the square root of a surd. Just keep on listening, sir. Do not write anything, just keep listening to this class. Now first I will give you a very important example or a note, then we will take it to the problems. Suppose for example I have 2 plus root 3 whole square. This is similar to a plus b whole square. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. It is 2 into root 3. If I simplify, this will be 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 4 root 3, right? 7 plus 4 root 3. This is nothing but 7 plus 2 into 2 root 3, right? 7 plus 2 into 2 root 3. Can I say that this 7 is nothing but the sum of these two terms? And what are those two terms? Those two terms are nothing but a square plus b square, right? Those two terms are a square plus b square. Similarly, this 2 root 3, this 2 is nothing but this 2 itself, whatever is there in the a plus b whole square formula. This 2 root 3 is nothing but, can I say it as a square plus b square plus 2 AB. This 2 root 3 in this question is nothing but AB. That means, suppose if it is in general p plus 2 root q, if it is in general p plus 2 root q, this is something like that only, right? P plus 2 root q, I can say it as this p value will be nothing but a square plus b square, and this root q value will be nothing but ab value, right? Root q value will be nothing but ab value. Now see here, sir, this is from a plus b whole square we derived it. Now let us understand the reverse of it, right? Let us understand the reverse approach of it. Listen to the first few problems. Close to 10 questions we will solve continuously, and then we will understand whether it is clear for you or not, and then we will take it forward. Suppose your question is find the square root of, listen carefully, do not write initially. Find the square root of 4 plus 2 root 3, right? Find the square root of 4 plus 2 root 3. Now one question I will explain you in detail. If I write it in detail, forget about square root, we will take it in the last step. 4 plus 2 root 3 is what I have. This can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab. That means in place of this 2, I have 2 in the question also. In place of ab, I have how much? Root 3. Root 3 into 1. Can I write it as root 3 into root 1 is nothing but a value and b value. So check it out here if you want. Root 3 whole square plus 1 square. This is 3 plus 1, 4 itself. That is what I have. Now, you need not write all these things in the examination. Simple, sir. Directly try to check it out and write very fast. 4 plus 2 root 3 is what I have. This 2 is something which is very important. If the 2 is not present, express it as 2 into something, right? Express it as 2 into something. Now, this root 3, I can write it as 3 and 1, right? It is root 3 into root 1. Check it out. The sum of these two should give me this number. 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4. Yes, because it is satisfying. Write down this first term root 3. Write down this second term 1. If it is plus in between, write down plus and then square it. But I want to find the square root of this value. Square root of root 3 plus 1 whole square. Square root and square will get cancelled. Answer will be root 3 plus 1. Idea clear? Answer will be root 3 plus 1. Multiple problems we will keep solving in the next 5 minutes to understand it better. Answer will be root 3 plus 1. Second question. Square root of 13 minus 4 root 3. Square root of 13 minus 4 root 3. Same logic, sir. I don't want 4. I want 2 into something. So write down that 4 as 2 into 2 root 3, right? 2 into 2 root 3. 2 into 2 root 3 will become 4 root 3. Now, this 2 is already present in our formula, right? 2 is already present in our formula. Can I say that? Excuse me, sir. Can I say that if I put 2 into 2 root 3 is what I have, if I put it outside, then it becomes okay, let me tell you like this so that it will be very clear for you, right? Now see here, 13 minus 4 root 3 is what I have. This I can write it as square root of 13 minus 4. I want it as 2. Another 2 is present. That 2 if I take inside, it becomes square root of 4, right? It becomes square root of 4. That 4 only is taken outside as a 2, right? 4 into 3 is how much? It is root 12. Now same analogy I will implement. Can I say that this root 12 can be written as root 12 into root 1? 12 plus 1 is giving me the other number. So directly I can tell root 12 and root 1, because you have a negative sign in between, it is root 12 minus root 1 whole square. Under the square root it becomes root 12 minus root 1. Very fastly or very systematically you can answer the questions. Another question. Do not worry if you have not understood the first 2 questions. That is okay with me. But you will understand the remaining questions very easily. Next question. Next one. Square root of 7 plus 4 root 3. Same logic, sir. This I can write it as 7 plus 4 is 2 into 2. This 2, whatever I am writing here, I will put it inside the square root, so that it becomes 4 inside the square root, because square root of 4 is 2. So it becomes root 12 here, right? It becomes root 12 here. Again same logic. Now root 12 can be written as root 12 into 1, or it can also be written as root 4 into root 3, or it can also be written as root 6 into root 2. But check it out, which 2 terms when I add it I should get it 7. 4 plus 3 is only 7, 6 plus 2 is not 7. So that means this is the correct way of expression. That means write down this first term root 4, which is nothing but 2. Write down the second term root 3, and if it is plus here, write down plus, and then square it, and then find the square root. Instead of every time writing the square root and square, you can directly stop at this point. 2 plus root 3 should be the answer. First we will analyze or learn these varieties of problem, and then we will solve some tricky questions using this methodology. I hope the idea is clear. First 3 questions, kindly comment, sir. Only Samir Roy is answering. What about other people? Kindly comment if the first 3 questions in this model are clear. We will solve multiple questions. Next question. Next question. Kindly comment if it is clear till here. Next question. Only 2 people have commented as of now. Very good. Next, 4th question of this particular model. Fourth question. Listen carefully, sir. Your question is, square root of 76 plus 10 root 3. Square root of 76 plus 10 root 3. Same logic I will implement once again. I don't want it to be as a 10. I want that 10 to be written as 2 into something. So 10 is nothing but 2 into 5 root 3, right? It is 2 into 5 root 3. Now, can I again say that this 5 also, if I put it inside the square root of which number is 5? Square root of 25 is 5. So it is 76 plus 2 into root of 75, right? Root of 25 into 3 is root 75. Same logic again implement. 75 can be written in multiple ways. 25 into 3, 25 into 3, 15 into 5, many ways are there. But 75 can be written as 75 into 1. Why? Because 75 plus 1 is 76, which is what I have here. Directly I can write first term root 75, next term root 1. Because it is plus in between, it is plus. This should be the answer. If you want simplify this, 75 is 25 into 3, which is 5 root 3 plus 1. Answer should be this. Very, very fast you can solve these questions. Very fast. And we are only discussing first few questions on finding the square root of these things. We will come back to the questions which are originally asked in the examination after 10 minutes. Another question. Square root of 33 minus 4 root 35. Square root of 33 minus 4 root 35. Again same logic. 4 is nothing but 2 into 2. This 2 if I put inside the square root, it becomes 35 into 4, right? It becomes 35 into 4. That means this is nothing but square root of 33 minus 2 into root 140. Now root 140 you should express it in multiple ways. What are the ways of expressing root 140? Multiple. 1 into 140 is 140, but 1 plus 140 is not 33. It is 2 into 70, not possible. 4 into 35, 4 plus 35 is not 33. 5 into 28, yes, it is satisfying. 5 plus 28 is nothing but 33. That means, can I say that it is root 28 into root 5. So it is root 28 and root 5. Because it is minus, put down minus. This should be the answer. Straightforward answers you can get it, sir. But only thing is it requires a lot of practice. Idea clear, sir? Answer is root 28 minus root 5. Samir, your answer is incorrect, sir. 35 minus 2 is 33, but 35 into 2 is not 140, right? Next question. Square root of 139 minus 80 root 3. Square root of 139 minus 80 root 3. Same logic I will implement. I don't like 80. I want it to be written as 2 into something. So it is 2 into 40 root 3, right? 2 into 40 root 3. Now 40 you need to express it as multiple ways. 40 can be written as 4 into 10, 2 into 20, 1 into 40, but I will write it as 8 into 5. Why I am writing it as 8 into 5? Because if I take one term as 8 and the other term as 5 and root 3 combined together. So if I square it, 8 square is 64 and 5 root 3 whole square is 25 into 3, it is 75. 64 plus 75 is giving me the first term 139. That means A value is 8, B value is 5 root 3, or A value is 5 root 3, B value is 8. Because there is minus, write down minus. This should be the answer. Answer should be 5 root 3 minus 8. Pramod, what you need to understand here is, sir, let me write that question for you. Root 33 minus 4 root 35. Next step I got it as root 33 minus 2 root 140, right? Both are same. Now I have 140, Pramod. This 140 I should write it in multiple ways. Pramod, you wrote it as 8 and 38 and 25. Yes, 8 plus 25 is giving you 33. But root 8 into root 25 is not root 140. That also should be taken care of, sir. I believe that Pramod is clear. That is the reason you have deleted that message. Next question. Root 52 plus 30 root 3 plus 30 root 3. Same logic. I don't want 30. I want it to be 2 into something. 2 into 15 root 3, right? 2 into 15 root 3. Again can I write it as 15? I will express it as 5 into 3. 5 into 3 root 3. Why did I do like this? 5 square is 25. 3 root 3 whole square is 3 root 3 whole square is 27. 25 plus 27 is giving me this first term 52. That means A value is 5, B value is 3 root 3. 5 plus 3 root 3 whole square under the square root. That should be the final answer. You might also think it as I will write a 15 as 3 into 5. First value is 3. Second value is 5 root 3. Check it out. If I add these two, this is 9 plus 5 square is 25. 25 into 3 is 75. 9 plus 75, is it nothing but 52? No, it is not 52. Therefore, that is not the right representation. Excuse me. I hope the idea is clear for everyone. Now, whatever we have solved till now, everywhere this number was coming either as a 2 or it was coming as an even number. So, you would have expressed that 2 into something. Now, if it is not able to express it as 2 into something, suppose for example, I have a question, root 38 plus 5 root 3, root 38 plus 5 root 3. Now, this 5 is there here, but I don't have 2 into something. Because I don't have 2 into something, I will make use of that number 2 into something. That means, can I write it as, I will multiply the entire numerator with 2. So, one problem I am writing step by step. 2 times of 38 plus 5 root 3. I will also divide by 2, right? I will also divide by 2. Now, my question becomes 1 by root 2 will be taken outside, right? 1 by root 2 will be taken outside. 2 into 38 is 76. 2 into 5 is, okay, let me write it as 2 into 5 root 3 itself, right? 2 into 5 root 3 itself. Check it out, sir. Check it out if you want. Can I say that 2 into 5 root 3 is what I wrote here? Can I say 2 into A is nothing but 5 root 3, B is nothing but root 1. 5 root 3 if I square it, 5 root 3 square is, it is 75. Root 1 if I square it, I will get 1. 75 plus 1 is 76, which is what I have in the first term. So, that means A value is 5 root 3, B value is 1. Because I have plus here, write down plus. Answer is 5 root 3 plus 1 with this 1 by root 2. So, 1 by root 2 times of 5 root 3 plus 1 should be the final answer. If you do not have that 2 in the term in the question, make multiply and divide by the 2 to make it as 2. I hope the idea should be very, very clear, sir. Suppose another question. Similar logic we will use it for this question. Square root of 26 plus 15 root 3. Now again this is an odd number. You cannot write it as 2 into something. But I know that I require 2 definitely. So make use of it. Multiply this entire thing by 2. Divide also by 2 under the root. Divide also by 2. That means that 1 by root 2 I will keep taking outside. So square root of 26 into 2 is 50, 26, 52, right? 52. 15 into 2 is 30 root 3, right? 15 into 2 is 30 root 3. In fact, I should actually write it as 30 as 2 into 15 root 3. Right, 2 into 15 root 3. Now, can I say that? Let me write the entire thing. This is square root of 52 plus 2 into 15 root 3. Outside it is 1 by root 2. Right, outside it is 1 by root 2. Now, think logically, sir. Try to express this 15 as product of co-primes, which is nothing but 5 into 3. Now, why did I write like this? Why did I write like this? Because if I take 5 into 3 and another thing is root 3, 5 square is 25. Root 3 root 3 whole square is 27. Right? It is 27. 25 plus 27 is nothing but my first number 52. So, I can definitely write this entire thing as 5 plus 3 root 3. 5 plus 3 root 3, but outside I have 1 by root 2. This should be my final answer. This should be the final answer. I am writing some steps for your understanding, which you actually can eliminate and write the answer very fast directly if you are practicing so many questions. I hope the idea is clear. Another question. Root of 2 plus root 3. Root of 2 plus root 3. Can I say it as this 2 I will multiply with 2. It becomes 4. Here I don't have 2. It is 2 root 3. And then divided by 2 also. Right? Divided by 2. That 1 by root 2 I will take it outside. Square root of 4 plus 2 root 3. Already 2 is present. So this is root 3 into root 1, because 3 plus 1 is anyway nothing but 4 itself. So directly I can write root 3 plus root 1 whole square under the square root. That will cancel. So it is root 3 plus root 1 divided by root 2. Very good. Now see here, sir. These all have square root of some surds.
You can learn any subject, anywhere, any place, and on the go. Come, let us go the other way in learning. Download our revolutionary app for free. AMC.